Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Yes, I know the song. You've seen the title on the channel. You're looking at me as how can this middle-aged dad not know the song? Trust me, I not only know the song very well, I've seen Skid Row live when they opened for, check this out. I saw Skid Row live when they opened for Guns N' Roses in Tacoma, Washington in 1991 when they're doing the Use Your Illusion tours. It was amazing. It was 50,000 people arena. It was an amazing show back in the heyday. I was 16 years old and we didn't even get a hotel. We literally slept behind a mall parking lot on the cement overnight. I was just a teenager. So, yeah, anyways,
Those were
long
the
story.
days.
Those were the days, man. Oh, I could give you glory days about those early days of, I saw all the bands. You name the bands, I saw them. AC/DC, Aerosmith, of course, Skid Row, Metallica, Poison, Motley Crue. I saw them all during these heydays in the 80s and 90s. So, yeah. Okay. So I asked you, Danielle, I was like, have you heard the song Skid Row's I Remember You? And you're like, no. So I'm like,
And
you got to hear this
then
song.
Ryan continued to sing a beautiful rendition of it.
Yeah, I'm not, Sebastian Bach.
Voice of an angel.
Well, Sebastian Bach, I don't know if you've heard of the singer Sebastian Bach. He is the lead singer for Skid Row's first 3 albums, and then he left the band. It's a whole thing. We're not going to get into it. It's unfortunate because he's a much better singer than anyone else they've tried to replace him with. They're basically not Skid Row without Sebastian. Yeah, I said it, and I don't care. So this is from their debut album. It's the classic rock ballad that every bands were doing back then, where they had to have their rock ballad, right? And I think what you'll like about, hopefully that you'll like about this, is you'll get to hear his very strong vocals. Yeah. It's one of my favorite love ballads of all time. Every time I listen to the song, it reminds me of being in love as a teenager with the girl, when you think about the girl. Yeah, it's just great. It's a great song. And he's Canadian, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
Whoop, whoop. Another win for Canada.
And I think in this video, he's like 20 years old. So,
wow. Oh, yeah. So it's okay. It's
the music video that came out back in the day. Yeah.
Let me see. Okay. They don't make men like this anymore. Yeah, they were. It's the jawline for me.
I just get chill right there. All right, so that's your first time hearing that.
I loved it.
Oh, good.
You're like, oh, my heart. It was amazing. I love the sound. He has a beautiful voice. It just takes you back. Like, they just don't make music like this anymore.
They don't.
And it's really disappointing. And I get really hung up on, like, I shouldn't say I get hung up on the past, but I'm homesick for a place I can't go back to, a time I can't go back to. You know what I mean?
No, it's no, like, totally. Are you asking? I can tell you my thoughts after, but yeah, I do know exactly what you mean. I think a lot of our listeners know too.
Yeah, and it takes you back when you watch old movies and listen to old music like this, and you're just like, I miss how it used to feel. I miss how simple life used to be. And if I could go back to, like, right now, I would. I'd give up this. I'd give up everything as long as I could take my cats. I would go back and relive and just live the rest of my days in those times.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
They definitely have that sound that is it a little bit of Soundgarden that because he has that high vocal of Chris Cornell. Yeah, it has that high Chris Cornell sound. That's just what I refer to because I've never heard of these guys before. I know he came first, but that's just the similarity of those two that I hear. It's like that really high that gives you those chills that you're just like, yes, it just hits those vocals. Oh yeah, I loved it. I loved everything about that song. Man, he was pretty.
Oh yeah, he's a pretty man.
Darn, he's prettier than most women I know. I'm like, excuse you, like, how dare you be that beautiful?
I think he got a couple ladies back in the day. I think he did.
Just a couple, yeah, I bet. That was the look though then, right? And it's so funny, men with long hair like that, they have nicer hair than I do, for crying out loud. What is your hair routine, sir? Yes, he's a man in that jaw. He was pretty. Yeah. Very, very nice looking. And he sang like an angel.
Yeah, it's funny because, I'm a teenager listening to this. So at the time I was 13, 14 years old listening to this song. And it spoke to me as well. Again, I'm a young kid or a young teen crushing on girls, right? And, I'd be sweet on a girl. And I think of the song and you totally place yourself in the love letters in the sand line. It's a beautiful song, beautiful composition. So I've heard it now for, again, 37 years I've listened to the song and I never tire of it. There are some songs from bands where it could be a single, it could be big on the airplay, but some of them do not tire. You just we talked about another band just before this one. We mentioned one of their big singles, doesn't matter who, but we mentioned one of their big singles. And I was like, I got tired of it. But I get why singles are to introduce a band to their catalog, which is fine. I never begrudge my favorite bands having singles that I'm sick of because it invites more fans to listen to their other catalog. But this is a song where you're like, you don't tire of it. I don't know how. It's hard to explain because the build-up crescendo at the end always gets you. How do you ever go, I hate that. That's boring. Like, you don't ever feel that way with the song. So I was really excited. I couldn't believe you hadn't heard the song. Not in a disparage away, but I was very happy. So good, I can share this with you because I think there's some songs from Skid Row that I think you'll like. I think the next one we'll do will be more of a banger.
Okay.
But there's another ballad. Yes, before people add us in the comments, because I know they will. It's called "Wasted Time." It's from their next album. You thought his vocals were good here. It's the best vocal work he's ever done on a song. But we're gonna save it. We'll save it. We won't get to. We're gonna blow our load on the first couple songs. We'll edge around it before we climax. Okay.
I blew my load 7 times already.
Oh wow. Okay.
What I'd like to know from you, Ryan, though, is did you ever stand outside a girl's window with a boombox in the rain playing?
Of course.
I feel like I've never had that experience, and I deserve it.
I never stood with a boombox, but I made tape mixes for girls, so I did do that.
I deserve to have someone stand outside in the rain with a boombox.
You're right, Pauline. The 80s was only 20 years ago. Of course, the 80s was only 20 years ago. I agree. Yeah, that's it. I know, it's so sad. And speaking of nostalgia, I totally agree with you, Danielle, about the nostalgia factor about that time. And there was, I know everyone go back in the day, but there was something simple. Here, it's a two-edged sword because us doing this channel and us having people watching us right now and this going on YouTube, I love that community. I love that we can share our thoughts and feelings with people. So I kind of wish we could have some of today's technology. I wish it was some sort of like you could only do reaction videos, but you can't text, you can't do social media. I know it sounds silly, but it's not all bad. But yes, there was a time when things just seemed, I don't say simple, I say quieter. There's a time that it wasn't as noisy. Even though there's noise in the world, we all didn't have to see it all the time. I admit, ignorance is bliss. Sometimes it was just nice to be a teenager in the 80s and just not have to hear all the noise that we have in the world, if that makes sense. You just had your friends, you had your family, and you're just, All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Yeah, so if you like what Danielle saw there and how she felt, if you don't want to wait for me to show Danielle, click on the link in the description of the video and send a request to Danielle for her to listen to from any of these metal bands or hard rock bands or Skid Row, and we'll get to it right away. So that's how we'll do that for Danielle. So if you don't want to wait for me to give it to Danielle, or if I give her the wrong songs, then go ahead and use our request system and she will do them. And I'll let you know if she already knows it or not. But yeah, give her some more Skid Row or other such bands. All right, thanks everyone.
The end.
Are you still here? Get out of here. Get out of here.